Hey, first grade. Today we're going to go over a little short video on spatial awareness, or spatial sense, which is like different figures. Basically, it'd be a form of geometry, but we're not learning geometry, we're learning just shapes and figures of a sort. Let's get started. So, if you haven't already, one of the shapes that you can do that would be considered spatial is forming a square, and then with another square you connect those two squares together and you get a cube. Now you can do this with many things. Like now let's take a triangle, and if we'd made some lines and we made it like that, that triangle now creates a new 2D figure. So today's lesson, basically, it's quick and simple to the point. I'm just going to show you these two figures, but what I really want you to focus on is that with different shapes, you can create different figures of sorts. So say if I had a circle here and a circle here. Those are two circles, but if I was to connect them, then I get a new shape. I get a cone. I have a cone going from up and down. Like I said, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Just know that with different shapes, if you were to combine them in the right way, or if you were to just put them together simply, then they can create a 2D figure of a sort. Thank you. Hello, second grade. Today we're going to go over spatial awareness, or spatial, just different figures of shapes, like geometry, and we're going to be combining those to make different figurines, different shapes. Let's get started. So what I mean by like combining, so say if we had a square. See, y'all did this as kids, but y'all didn't know that what y'all were doing at the time. And then so this is a square. We have a square, and now we give it a triangle. We put the triangle on top, and that's sort of like the roof. And then we draw another rectangle, and then we can draw a circle. So by combining all these different shapes, in a way, just this is my base model of a house, but we have created a house. Now, let's say another thing is if you have a triangle here, or if you have one triangle here and you complete one triangle there, you would make a diamond with the two triangles. So combining the two separate triangles into one makes one diamond. Same could be said for squares. So if you had a square and you added two more squares, and like they were all together complete in one, like if say my two lines weren't here but I pushed the squares together, that they could create a rectangle shape. They could take the form of a rectangle by combining the three shapes together. So that's what that was today's lesson. Basically what it was all about was that taking two shapes and putting them together, or combining them, can equal one shape of another, like octagons. Or so if you complete two triangles, or you complete many diamonds, you can create a hexagon together. It's just knowing which shapes to put where in order to create that effect of that it being a whole other shape by itself. Thank you.